Saturday is around 1:30.
Hi, let me pause this for a moment and introduce myself. My name is Alamgir Hussain and this is my journey to the Chicago Marathon. Here you will see a clip which is from November 2nd, 2019. Before I play this clip, I want to take you back to the summer of that year. During that summer, I read a book called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. If you are familiar with his work, then you're probably thinking I attempted something. Well, you're about to find out. I always used to run in the gym on the treadmill. In the book, he talks about conquering the mind. After reading that book, I started running outside and took on the journey of pushing my mind. Well, I was testing myself a little bit and went on to participate my first race ever, which was Greta Great Gallop 10-kilometer run. And here's little clips from that run.
Motivated and ready. We're excited.
After running that race, I felt so good. It gave me such confidence that either on that day or after a few days, I just randomly signed up for a New York Roadrunner virtual marathon. I had no idea about marathons besides reading about it in David Goggins' book, and of course had no clue what it requires of a person to be able to complete a marathon. I signed up and kind of forgot about it. So after a few weeks from that first race that I ran 10 kilometer, on Saturday, November 2nd, I woke up late in the morning. I see an app notification saying that I have until November 3rd to complete the marathon. So here's the clip that I decided to record casually.
Saturday is around 1:30 right now. Well, I just got an app from Strava, which is a running app. And because I joined the challenge that I'm gonna run a virtual marathon, and I thought it was gonna be, I would have a time from tomorrow is the actual marathon going on, so I'll have a time within a week I have to run it. But all of a sudden I got an app notification saying that I have until tomorrow to run. I was not prepared to run today. So I had to make up my mind that whether I'm gonna participate in it or not. And tomorrow I'm working, so I won't be able to do it tomorrow. So I decided to attempt it. So let's see how it goes. It's my first marathon.
So there it is. Without any kind of training or doing any sort of research before attempting to run, I just randomly went to run my first marathon. Thankfully, I was able to finish. I finished it in 5 hours and 35 minutes. As you can see on the screen, my performance was terrible. Of course, it was a very unsafe and amateur decision to run that kind of distance without any concrete plan, and luckily I got out of it injury-free. But to this day, that has been the most fulfilling achievement of my life. I feel like a lot of me died on that park. David Goggins inspired me to do something out of my comfort zone. Now, running has become a part of me, and I enjoy it very much. So the journey begins. Yes, little bump on the road. I was never an outside runner, and running outside during winter, well, I did not even entertain that at that time. Then pandemic started, and as we all know, things were very chaotic in the world. I finally had courage to go to park to do a run after 7 months. Here's a clip from that day.
So I came to do my first run after the marathon I ran in this park. It's a little raining. I was actually taking a nap, and all of a sudden I was like feeling very suffocated with this whole madness that is going on in the world. I don't know what to think of it. Like this virus is kind of taking over. I don't know, it's just a weird time. A lot of I feel a lot of different things. I know that people are stuck at home, but the whole world is changing. Once we come out of this, the world is not gonna be the same, and we all know it. And however it's gonna change, we all have to adapt to it, and that's the reality. And some of us will be doing better, and some of us won't be. depends on how we take this shock.
Since the pandemic started, I've been thinking about participating in a race. After running that crazy marathon all by myself in a park, I realized I need to do some planning before doing such a thing again. Fast forward to October 2021, I ran a half marathon in Brooklyn. That race went very well for me. Running has become part of my life and it seems more like I'll be always participating in races. So then it felt very natural that the next thing I would sign up for is a marathon. And of course, you attract the things that are in your mind. It happens to be Chicago Marathon. I was able to get into the race through a charity called Asha for Education. I had a whole year to train. I decided I would train by myself and throughout the process, I'll record my journal. I recorded about 34 weeks of journal entries and they're all on my YouTube channel. To give you a feel of the journey, here are some of the clips and I hope you enjoy.
So I'm starting my training. Today is big cold. This is my first training out, and I don't know. I never ran outside in this cold, but I'm gonna give it a try. Today is 17 degrees, the coldest weather for this winter so far, and it feels like 0 degree near water. So it's gonna be, I'm excited. I'm very excited. All right, so I'm here in the Cunningham Park. Today is the second week of my training. The first run in the cold was very cold and I was not prepared for it. I needed a proper gear. The second run I did outside in the cold, I kind of overdressed. And today, hopefully I'm not overdressed or underdressed. So now we're gonna go in the car. We're gonna do some talk how the run was, and he's gonna give me some tips because I need to learn a lot. This is the whole process of learning and improving myself. And so here we are with my friend Taef. He's a 5-time marathon runner.
Now every run counts for your future run or races, right?
Right.
So there's nothing like that. Oh, okay, this that. But so you have to take your every run and make it the best out of that training. And always, for me, I'm taking it easy now and building up on my endurance. Hopefully
Right.
I can achieve that goal as a marathon to finish under 4 hours.
The first marathon that I did all by myself. I think it took me more than 5 hours, 5.5 hours probably.
That was without training though. That's
without
amazing.
training. So
And
now,
what you have done, it's
we're gonna do.
now you're gonna train
train.
and do a proper inshallah, and your goal is to finish under what?
Under 4 hours, definitely.
Inshallah.
But you know what we talked about, right? So today I'm gonna work on my pace. I'm gonna try to run as fast as possible and see where I can get, how far I can get, and what speed I could get onto. All right. So that was not a good run. I couldn't even do my normal pace. I don't know. I need to go below 9 per mile to be able to accomplish my goal. But right now I'm freestyling because I haven't even got into any kind of training manual. I'm just trying to get used to this cold, which I have never run before. So, well, my goal is to just improve each week. Alright guys, here I am in the park again. As you can see, it snowed last night. I mean, yesterday whole day it snowed, and so I couldn't run yesterday. But I did do shoveling of the snow, so that was my workout. So the marathon is a little far away. It's in October, so that's the training. I'm doing the training for that, but I realize that to be able to focus that far is little tough. So I need to start having small goals that I need to achieve every week or every couple of weeks. So I did 3.4 miles, I believe. Today my knee wasn't giving me good feeling because I had a knee surgery about 10 years ago. Actually 15 years ago. I had a knee surgery 15 years ago. And I have a bad knee, so I like to push myself, but at the same time I don't want to do too much or I won't be able to do it. So when I see that my knee is giving me trouble, so I take it easy. So at least I ran a few miles. I have tomorrow again for practice. That's how I look at it. I gave my best today. I did a short run. Yesterday I did a little longer, but it's beautiful out. I'm not wearing much clothes. That's good. Felt very free. So I'm committing to run 1,000 miles to get to my goal. Until October 9th, I'll be running at least 1,000 miles in training so that I could reach my goal. And I run for this feeling that I get after I finish the run. I just ran more than 6 miles, and I just completed 100 miles for this year so far. And as I said, I committed to run 1,000 miles. So 100 miles, that's an achievement, and I'm very proud of that. Let's go. Let's do this. I want to participate in New York Marathon next year. You have to go through this process where you have to run 9 miles and 9 races and one volunteer thing that you have to do to qualify for the New York City Marathon. So I'm doing that. My first race is on Saturday. It's 4 miles. All right, here we are on Saturday morning, Al Gordon race. So it's 7 a.m. right now. Just parked and looking forward to the run. Left the kids sleeping, so
adult supervised.
Yeah, adult supervised. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get back home before they wake up, and then we'll be able to have breakfast with them. But yeah, so this race is exciting. I just found out the guy he lived whose name the race is about. He lived until 2009. He lived for 107 years. That's crazy, and he was very active in running races. So that's exciting, and that's positive. Most important, we have to be healthy, happy life. That's what we all look forward to. And the other race is coming, RBC half marathon. Looking forward to that. So I'll be that will be after Ramadan, as I have to worry about how I train during Ramadan. So that's something that I have to figure out. All right, so I'll catch up with you guys after the race. Let's do that. Let's go. Let's go. I have to refocus running is for me to explore myself. That's what running is for me, and that's why I push myself to get out, and that's why I push myself to run days where, you know, even though I'm not feeling like running, like I almost feel like every day when I get out, before I get out, I feel like I don't want to run, but I come out and I do it, and after I do it, I feel good. So let's go for a new goal, which is half marathon RBC, May 21st. That's the goal, and so let's go. Let's do this one day at a time. All right. Goal was 2-hour run. I did 1 hour 51 minutes. It was good. This was my longest run for the year, so I'm happy. Alright, so here I am in Cunningham Park in my usual spot. So going to do a run. It was a beautiful day, actually. It wasn't that bad. I'm so happy my daughter ran today. It was her first run in Times Square. There was a half marathon, United Airlines half marathon, and they did a children run along with it, and my daughter participated. This was her first time participating, so it was exciting to see that. As for my training, I'm having some trouble bringing my mind and body together. So I just ran 4 miles. It was tough 4 miles. When your mind is not aligned, it's hard to do run. But I was gonna give up after 1 mile. Like, I pushed through, and I'm happy I did that. Ramadan is coming, and I have to figure out how I could fit my training schedule. Should I get up early? Well, that's the only option I see. Get up a little early and run. I hope not to just discontinue the training. Hope is the word. I really have to get my mind around it. So anyway, let's do the run, and I'm gonna get around it. That's my goal. I have to get to my goal. Enjoy the journey and run my miles. Let's do this. Here I am in Cunningham Park. I'm showing up. I'm going to do a run. It's a bit cold. This cold weather, one day cold, one day hot, is kind of throw you off. But doesn't matter. There are other things going on. But I'm showing up. You know, that's the most important thing, and I wanna continue doing that. So let's go. Let's do this. Keep showing up. That's my thought for today.